Welcome to part 2 of my ethics series. I'm going to get a little more personal in this one. I'll lay it out for you nice and simple. My personal ethics. Now, I'd just like to state right off the bat that I do not believe in ultimate morality. I don't believe there is an objective value to any opinion or action. There is no act that is inherently immoral because morals are a human construct. Without us, there are no morals. Nothing is immoral or moral. Technically, everything is amoral. So, these ethical positions I'm about to express are simply my personal ethics. Nothing more, nothing less. Beyond that, these do not encompass my whole moral philosophy. These are simply the specific actions that I have personally deemed immoral and cannot personally condone. In my last video, I mentioned the difference between me and my coworkers being that they are all or nothing people, and I believe in situational support. I explained the all or nothing thing. Now we'll go into what I mean by situational support. I judge individual positions by their own merits. For example, while I may support a political candidate, I will judge the individual decisions of that candidate each on their own, rather than accepting or rejecting all of the candidate's positions based on a single one. Anyway, let me get to my personal ethical rules. They're fairly cut and dry. These are 4 things. These are the only 4 things I can think of off the top of my head. There are probably more. If anyone cares to throw them out there, be my guest. That I can think of that I cannot condone under any circumstances. Number 1. Murder. I define murder in my personal ethics to be the willful killing of a human being for reasons other than defense of life, health, or liberty. If someone isn't an immediate threat to your life, health, or liberty, or the life, health, or liberty of others, you have no justifiable reason to kill a fellow human being, at least not in my eyes. Number 2. Torture. Torture being willfully inflicting torment on a creature capable of experiencing it. You'll note that I include other living creatures in this one as well. Some would argue that pain is an excellent form of punishment, or good for extracting information. I don't care about either of those. In my opinion, subjecting a feeling creature to undue suffering is abhorrent, pure and simple. I'm not arguing its effectiveness in any respect. What I'm arguing is the fact that I personally think it is wrong. Number 3. Slavery. Slavery being forcing another human being into bound servitude against their will. Now I'll grant you, slave labor is an excellent way of getting things done. That doesn't change the fact that I find the practice vile, and those who participated in it in our modern times to be foul beyond description. People should be the property of no one but themselves. You should own your body, no one else's. Not your friends, not your family, not even your children, just you. I own me, you own you. That's the way it should be. Number 4. Rape. Alright, in my definition of rape here, I'm not just talking about unlawful sexual intercourse. I'm throwing in all forms of non-consensual sexual action. There is no circumstance I can think of where rape would be ethical. None. Period. You can think of one, be my guest, post a response. I tried. I can't think of a single one. The practice is utterly abhorrent to me. That's it. Okay, and there you have it. That's the firm tenets of my morality. Every other type of morally questionable action I can think of, such as stealing, lying, cheating, etc., is situational. I mean, if you're a street urchin in Calcutta, I don't think it's immoral for you to steal in order to survive. If you're hiding Jews in the attic and the Nazis come calling, it's not unethical to lie to them. You see what I mean? I mean, these are extreme examples, but what I'm saying is that these actions aren't inherently wrong for any reason I can think of. In an ideal world, there'll be no reason to lie or steal, but we don't live in an ideal world. There are morally gray issues we have to deal with. Now, just because I don't have any inherent problems with things like lying and stealing, etc., doesn't mean I don't have moral opinions about them in a general sense. Generally, I try not to lie, I don't steal, I don't cheat. I mean, as a daily occurrence, I don't really have to do most of these things. But I understand that under certain circumstances, it would be, at least in my opinion, morally acceptable for me to do them. The 4 things I laid out are the only 4 I can think of off the top of my head, which I can't think of being correct in any circumstances. So any of you, my subscribers, whom once again very appreciative of, got a new one, cool. Anyone who happens to see this video, whatever, please feel free to, if you see anything wrong with my estimation of morality, I guess, I don't know, my impersonal impression of morality, I suppose is what I'm searching for. Please inform me of how you differ, or what you think is moral, immoral, or amoral about my personal morality. Or if you have any comments to throw in there, like if you can think of a reason why any of those 4 things would be significantly morally justified, then please be my guest. Sorry, I'm a little scattered at the moment. In the interest of total disclosure, I'm just a little bit drunk from last night. It was a late night. Yeah, I'm probably going to re-record this video at some point, because I'm not sure I recorded it as well as I wanted to. So I might keep this one up in case there's any legitimate comments, but I'm probably going to redo it at some point. Regardless, stay tuned for part 3. I hope you'll find it interesting, and I'll see you there. Peace and all that good stuff.